Because it is students being trained up as young leaders and then peer training up other students in the school, it's a lovely model. Within the school community, the LIFT program it's working with our students. So we, as a school, we're delivering to our TY and our secondary students. We're also working with our teachers who are leaders in the school as well. So they're also trained up to be leaders and they work with other colleagues as leaders. But also our parents are trained as leaders as well, and they are running as leaders locally as well in the actual community. It's nice to have a program that cuts across all three. So all three groups are all doing the same program. They're all talking about the same concepts of leadership, and they're all equal. Everything's valued, be it a student, a teacher, a parent, a very nice thing to see in school. So that idea that everybody can talk about the same thing is very unique for us in terms of the school.
What I like most about the LIFT programme is that it really allowed our students, particularly our TY students, to step up within the school community. It allowed them to use their own voice and to become leaders. But what I particularly liked about it was the relationship it built between the second years and the transition years. There was a trust that was formed. The second years really learned from the TYs by their fantastic behaviour, and they modelled really positive behaviour. And they modelled a lot of the values in their everyday interactions with them in the corridors. So it had a bigger impact, not just on what happened in at the round tables. We could see it in the corridors, we could see it outside, at lunchtime, and it really, really had a positive influence on the school community.
What I like most about the LIFT programme is that it only takes 30 minutes a week. And it's a time for me to self-reflect on myself and my positive thinking.
It creates such a positive attitude for everyone towards everything and affects everyone's life greatly.
It just gives us such a good chance to personally develop as people, students and as friends as well.
What I like most is the positivity that everybody has going through it. It's very nice atmosphere and everybody's very kind and helpful to each other.
It helps or allows us as young people to help other young people to develop their leadership skills.
Leadership is important for young people to be part of and to learn about positivity and respect.
I think I like the most that there's no teachers, because having no teachers means that it's a different learning environment from what we're used to, and that means that we can talk to each other and really get to know each other while we do it, which is really important.
It's really personal, so you get to know the people that you're going to school with, because it's questions you wouldn't normally talk about, but you get to hear about them when you're there and you learn a lot from people.
The students benefit most from it, and I just think that it makes a big impact on their lives as much as it does on everyone else's.
The first student that I was trained by was Jeff, who was in the initial programme. And I was at a round table with Jeff, and I was completely in awe of his professionalism as he conducted the round table. I literally was, wow. And then when we ran it with my second year group, again, I watched all of the different groups being operated by the senior leaders and the younger students looking up to them and listening. And again, I stood back with just huge pride and thought, this is just amazing. So that, I have to say, it's just a pure surge of positivity and a really good feeling.
The way I talk to people, I have seen a difference. The way I approach conversations, I always want to gain something out of it that I never was there before.
I always take my time having conversations with everyone, listen to their point of view, and I feel like I'm calmer now.
I've noticed that I listen more to people, and I notice when I'm not listening to people properly, or I notice if I'm not being as positive as I usually am and stuff like that.
I feel like I have been able to speak more. Before I was kind of a quiet person, but now I kind of like to take charge in a lot of things.
I've noticed that I myself have become more confident since doing it, and I think that's really good, so that's all.
We're more open to talk about problems that we're having ourselves, and I think the topics that we discuss help us to be more close,
I've noticed in myself that I'm a lot more positive. I have a much more positive outlook on things, especially with school and homework.
Yeah, I've been a lot more open to people and being able to talk to people more so easily, and being able to help people through situations that I wouldn't have been able to help with before.
I would definitely like LIFT to continue in my school because it's just spreading positive attitude, and especially with social media nowadays, there's a lot of negativity. So I think we should be pushing more positive thinking.
We're very proud to be the first school involved in LIFT, and I think it's because it's such a fantastic programme as well. We really believe in it. It fits very well in with our ethos of our school, which is respect for all, and I know that's one of the values. So yeah, we're very proud, and particularly I suppose when we see our students going to some of the ceremonies and they're standing up, or they're doing round tables with CEOs of major companies, you can really see that they have embodied the actual values and that they really believe in it, and they definitely have shown their actual leadership skills, and they've shown that it has had a serious impact on their lives.